Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Fakes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The green wave, after doing work through the air, might just go back at it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wingo. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Wingo. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in the groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You can tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Drive going to the air. Not able to hook up the air. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. To pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Snags it, and there's running room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, UCF!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Wingo. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Lacey. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tulane right back to the line. Now on the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Green Wave. How about this back staying on track and getting it out of the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice play in front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try and add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with a short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside the spot. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On a little time, lets it go. That pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
the break, and it's Tulane on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball or placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Sends it back in motion. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's caught. It's caught. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Run inside. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Cobb. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Tries to get it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the scribber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Ready, go! Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, you've really seen the evolution of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
On the ground, it's Lacey. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the line, facing second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Right on the money. Got enough space. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I just love the execution by this offensive line.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They put points on the board in the 1st half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Finds his big tight end. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Bringing the heat. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Touchdown, UCF. And that one will give him the lead.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more inside. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Running there. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Tulane right back to the line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
Throws to the wideout. Myers left side, and Smith. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the 2 of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback may change this route.
180, 180, 180, go!
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw again. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane. Surgical precision passes using the scout, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback extends the play, and he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And a short tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate, but it's fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes these are playmakers, these guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation. danger zone.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Go, go! Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Keep. Go!
Finding some room. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
Here we go, ready. Ready to go.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge.
Ready to go.
How about this on 1st and goal to get it to the wide receiver? Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. The defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. This to jump into the lead in the final minute.
special teams unit. You got a chance to go down. Now you're still up. You get the football back. Really nice job by this special teams unit.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.